Hello friends, welcome to Bloodborne. Now, this is not one of my typical Let's Plays. It's not going to be a blind or first time playthrough of the game. It's more of what I'm calling a guided tour. It's someone who's played through a couple times, read up on lore, and just kind of dug into the what's going on in the game. This is aimed towards anyone who's maybe curious about the game and like you've heard it's amazing or that it's people's favorite game of all time, and you're just curious to find out what the fuss is all about. Like, why do people think this is such a great game? You might have tried it and thought it was too hard and bounced off of it, or you just didn't have time to play it, or maybe you did play it and you didn't really understand what was happening. Like, that's something that's very common for anyone who's played the game once or twice. So this is for you. The goal is for me to try and give insight on what the game is about and go through all the content. Like, I'll do all the optional areas and the DLC and explain along the way what's going on as the game kind of gives you insight and like hints as to the bigger story going on, and maybe point out some like aspects of the game design and show off different weapons and armor and stuff. This won't be as in-depth as like a lore video. There's plenty of great content out there by people like Fatih Vidya or Fungo or lore hunters. But I'll try and give as much context as I can, and hopefully be as accurate as possible. But yeah, let's just jump in and go through the opening cinematic and let that play through. So let's do...
Oh, yeah. Pale blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration. You need only unravel its mystery. But where's an outsider like yourself to begin? Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract. Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion. Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream.
You found yourself a hunter.
Okay, we're in it now. Just to point this out at the very beginning, because there might have been a little edit that you noticed there, I am going to be doing this tour through New Game Plus. Reason I decided to do that is because I think it'll just be a little easier to progress through the game. I won't have to grind through certain points. And I can just show off a wider variety of the weapons and the attire. Some of the stuff you get is just so late in the game, and I want to be able to show that off maybe at a pace that's a little bit more leisurely than what the game is intending for. But yeah, let's just dive into the game. The intro, so that's cinematic. We should talk about, I guess. So you're in this clinic here, and some blood minister is giving you a blood transfusion for some kind of ailment that you have, but he requested a contract. So you had to agree to something, I guess, as payment for your remedy, and then you had this crazy vision of a pool of blood with a wolf coming out of it and some monsters like climbing on you. And the game is purposely being a little hazy about that. Like, was that like a dream or a hallucination due to the medication, or was that like something that was really happening? I think the game is still kind of just trying to make you a little confused and get you a little intrigued as to like what is actually going on. But if we look around here, like the blood minister guy's gone, and these are not the best conditions for a clinic. But we're kind of set in this Victorian Gothic era style, which is really amazing. Like the game is the environment in this game is just constantly breathtaking. It's horrifying and scary, but it's intentionally that way, and it's beautiful. Let's view this note. Handwritten scrawl: seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. All right, so this is like, there aren't very many of these notes in the game, and the first one, is, again, purposely confusing. Like, you're not supposed to really understand anything about what that means. But it's the game developers being a little cheeky, because some of the message here is really relevant to some of the, like the very end content of the game. But, you're never really supposed to put that together, and you probably wouldn't even remember this message by the time you get to it. So I think it's just the game devs just kind of having fun with just being cryptic, but also being relevant. So seek pale blood. And even the first line of the game in that intro cinematic, the blood minister was like asking, he's like, oh, pale blood. So your character, your voiceless character, was asking about pale blood. So it's something that should be of interest, but you're not really supposed to know what is going on. And that's kind of the way I'll kind of play this game. I won't reveal everything all at once. I'll kind of let the game unfold its mystery and just kind of give more context and insight and point things out as we go, just so it's it's easier to absorb, and that way we can kind of enjoy the story as it's going, rather than be like, this is everything all at once. So let's just keep going here. We are up and about. Let's go through this door. This game loves dramatic door openings, so get used to that. We'll go through. Beautiful lighting here. And then, so these are specters of other live players, like other players in the game. You'll just see their kind of ghostly figures and seeing what they do. Sometimes it'll give hints as to like what's going on. Like you'll see white ones to see where they go, and then red ones to see how they die. So sometimes it's a clue. It's like, oh, if you see a red one and then he like collapses in a corner over there, you might be like, oh, there's a danger in a corner that you gotta look out for. And you have these like pooling bubbles where these little ghostly gremlin monster things come out, and those are the same things that were crawling on you earlier, and they're called messengers, and they kind of give you stuff like this is some instructional text for you to just teach you how to play the game. But a lot of the times in the game it'll be notes from other players. Like they'll give notes like here, like for example, they could be like, oh, there's an item to look for, or there's an enemy to watch out for, and like that's the form that those messages will take. You'll just see them all over the game if you play online. And I can talk about some of the benefits of that later, but we'll just keep going here. We're in a bigger room. And yeah, there's a little beast. It's actually pretty close to what we saw. So again, it's just making you question, like, was that monster real that we saw, or is this the same one, or what's going on? And it's not friendly. You could run through it and avoid it, and it is actually possible to beat this character, but it's very hard because you have no weapons and you should be low level. But I think for the purposes of this guided tour, I will fight it and let it actually beat me, so that we can see kind of the experience that the game developers wanted you to do. So, all right, let's just see what happens if I start attacking it. Yeah, I'm doing very little damage. It's already pretty hurt, but yeah, you're not really meant to really beat this thing. But it's supposed to really scare you and intimidate you, like, oh, this game's gonna be hard and unforgiving. Like, I've had a series of pretty good attacks to it and haven't really done much damage. Oh, okay, I thought it got me there. All right, well, I said I'll let it kill me, so let's just let it do its thing. Come on, you got it. I've got way more health than you should, because again, this is New Game Plus, but it'll get, oh God. Oh, I don't know if I've ever seen it do that. I'll just give it a good whack for anger there. Yeah, there we go. We died. First death in the game. Luckily, it was on purpose, so I shouldn't be embarrassed. You died. All right, so yeah, most players will come across that and freak out and die. So let's see what happens. Hunter's Dream. Okay, so our character died and we got transported to this strange, serene place. If you take a look around. Yeah, so it's a peaceful environment. It's not nearly as dark and scary as the other places, but it should also feel a little strange and surreal, right? Like, look at this out here. It almost looks like, you know, the game hasn't loaded in its environment correctly, but I think it's supposed to give you this kind of otherworldly sense of like, what is going on, you know, like, why did we get teleported? And look around, there's a lot of headstones everywhere. And then inspect an abandoned doll. I wish I could zoom in on stuff right now, but I can't really. Oh, actually, I don't think I was supposed to do that. You can do like little emotes in this game. Again, yeah, these are from other players giving you stuff like, what did they say here? Oh, so this is a character who somehow killed himself in this area where you're not supposed to die. What about this one? Yeah, this one too. Okay, all right, let's go here. So, some messengers. Accept a gift from messengers. All right, so now the game is giving you some weapons to help you along with your path. So you can pick one of three here. The menus in this game are like typical FromSoft, like information overload, pretty overwhelming. But yeah, you're just supposed to kind of see what these weapons are. And saw cleaver, one of the trick weapons of the workshop, commonly used in the hunting business. This saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a long cleaver that makes use of centrifugal force. The saw, with its set of bloodletting teeth, has become the symbol of the hunt, and only grows in effectiveness the more grotesquely transformed the beast. So yeah, you kind of just pick from one of these. You got the saw cleaver, which, like the description said, is like kind of the what did it say? Symbol of the hunt, and it is the weapon I think that's on the cover of the game, so it's kind of indicative of the game. But you also have the hunter axe and a cane. So it's up to the player to pick any of these. You can they're pretty much the same. The only thing I guess I can point out at the start is there are some like RPG elements of this game. So if you look on the right there, here, I'll do this. If you look at like vitality, endurance, so like vitality is your health, right? Like how much hit points you have. Endurance relates to your stamina for like running and attacking. Strength, skill, blood tinge, and arcane are stats that you can level up and just have different effects, like what kind of weapons you can hold and how effective they are. So if you go to these areas, attribute bonus and attribute requirement. So requirement is basically like what levels you have in strength and skill, blood tinge, and arcane. So like, if you look on the icon there, here, I can get it this way. The attribute requirement for the hunter axe is 9 for strength and 8 for skill. If you compare that to the column on the right, and obviously, again, my character is way over leveled, so these are easy to match. But different weapons will have different ones. Like if, say, one of these weapons had an arcane requirement of like 10, I wouldn't have been able to wield it because I only have arcane 6. The only other thing I would point out at this point is the attribute bonus section with the letters E, C, D, like all those things. That relates to how effective you will be at dealing damage with this weapon. So they all have different ones. And this is where you get into like different skill or like character builds, you know, like there's tons of content out there to talk about how you can customize your character to different proficiencies, right? So you can focus to like put all your points in strength and like be like a strength build character or skill or all those things. And then it affects your weapon. So like this one, like Threaded Cane, you see the skill is C, whereas the other ones are E. So this one is a skill focused weapon. So you're gonna be more effective in this if you have more skill points than if you are with the Hunter Axe. So there's a lot of intricacies on how you build your character. I think most players, casual ones, can get through without really paying a ton of attention to this, as long as you just make sure your requirements are met for whatever weapon you want. But you know, there's a lot of depth to this game, and again, I won't get into a ton of the intricacies of that, but you know, it's just something to point out. I think I'll pick the saw cleaver because again, I think that's the most representative of this game, and we'll start off with that one. Let's equip it. Actually, I have all the weapons because New Game Plus, but you know, for the start of this game, let's just try and be pretty faithful to the intro. So let's equip this weapon. Yeah, so we got our weapon. Actually, let's get our second weapon. That's our main attack weapon. We also have a support weapon, which is a firearm. So they're giving us a pistol or a blunderbuss, which is, I guess, kind of a shotgun. Let's pick the pistol. And then equip the pistol. Oh, let's do the 4. Okay, so let's equip the pistol. So now we got our weapon loadout here. Let's try and get out of these Spectre things so I can point out what our weapons look like. So our main attacks, right? You know, we got light attack, heavy attack, shooting. And then what's interesting about Bloodborne is that every weapon that you get is a trick weapon. What that means is that it has a second state that you transform it into. So if I push a button, it turns into kind of an extended form. And different weapons have different looks and stuff about them. So basically, you know, your first form is, for this one, short but quick. But if you transform it, becomes a slower one with a little bit greater reach. So there's a lot of intricacies with combos and stuff that you can do. Like that was a light heavy. You can do a light and then transform and stuff like that. Well, maybe I'll go into that a little bit later. We'll try and keep some momentum in this. Let's go back to where we died. You're using these headstones basically to teleport to where you want to go throughout this game. So this is like a main mechanic that kind of links you from the Hunter's Dream, where we just were, to different areas of the game. All right, so died by that wolf. So these lanterns are how we teleport back to the Hunter's Dream. And actually, I can also point out, it didn't start us off where we were at the beginning of the game. We were actually up in this other room over here. So, but if we try and go back in...
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very sorry, but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here in my clinic must not be exposed to infection. I know that you hunt for us, for our town, but I'm sorry. Please. This is all that I can do. Now, go.
Oh.
And good hunting.
Okay, I already had her item, so she can't give me another one. So yeah, we were actually in this room, and the lady here revealed herself as a woman named Yosefka, who's kind of running the clinic, and now she won't let us in because apparently she's afraid of infecting her existing patients. So it's a little curious since we were already in there. But yeah, if we look at her item, Yosefka's blood vial. Blood vial acquired from Yosefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a larger amount of HP, the product of a slow and careful refinement process. This rare blood vial appears to be a clinic original. All right, so we got a good health item here. All right, so let's go back in here, back to the wolf. And now that we have our weapons, this should be a little easier to deal with. Back up, like, oof, got me. Got me again. Oh my god, okay. Not the best intro attack here. Oh. Okay. Woo. Blood Echoes retreat. Okay, so Blood Echoes are your form of currency to either buy items or to level up your character, and that's in the top right. So the 9,095 is your blood echo count. And when I died by this character, I lost all my echoes. So anytime you die and respawn, you start back at 0, but you have one chance in the game to go back and retrieve them. And if you got killed by an enemy, sometimes it's held by that character. So this wolf had my blood echoes. So when I killed it, I got my full blood echoes back. What do you got on here? You got blood vials. So blood vials are how you regain health. So, you know, like the red bar in the top left, underneath that at the 24 are my blood vials. So I use that to heal myself. So you choose one to heal just to show. So that's a huge main mechanic of the game. You can go, he was feasting on these poor guys over here. So, not a very safe clinic. So let's get out of here. Oh, got an item. More blood vials. I will take those. When you max out your number, I have 24 there. But if you pick up any more, the game's pretty forgiving in that it'll just put your extra ones that you can't carry in your storage. So anytime you transport back to the Hunter's Dream, it'll refill you to your max carrying capacity from your storage. So the game is helpful. It gets a reputation of being unforgiving, but I don't think that's exactly the case. All right, now let's get outdoors and take a look at this incredible environment here. It's amazing. This game is so beautiful, so well designed. Grab this item. Let's open this gate, actually. Get the intro. Central Yharnam. Okay, so welcome to Yharnam. This is like the main setting of a majority of this game. It's a crazy, beautiful, gothic city, and we'll see lots of it. It's just so gorgeous. But and I think it's based on. I don't think it's set in one real city, but I heard the game designers took a lot of inspiration from cities like Prague, and there are some buildings that have a lot of similarities. Like I've seen like photos, like side-by-side photos and stuff. So Prague was definitely a source of inspiration. But you look at this beautiful city and it's like, it's beautiful, but it's daunting, right? Like there's something about it that feels dangerous, and I think it has to do with like all the super sharp spires, and even parts of the city like these fences that have these like really sharp edges to them. It feels like the city is like a little uninviting and a little dangerous, which I think is on purpose. But you should also kind of start to see like things are not going well in the city, like dead horses, lots of coffins, dead bodies, and like tons of tombstones and cemeteries. Things are And, you know, there's like no one else walking the streets, right? So the city is, something's not right here. So let's just keep exploring. Abandoned carriages, big gate. Oh god, and I forgot about that guy. A very unwelcoming person here. Oh man, I barely do any damage. Oh man, new game plus with the baseline weapons. Gonna be a little bit of a challenge here. Okay. That took a lot more hits than I expect. Molotov cocktail. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I think, is this is the saw cleaver. We're gonna switch to a weapon that might do a little bit more damage here. The threaded cane. Threaded cane is one of the intro weapons. If you look at it, it's just a walking stick, right? You got some swings, but the transform of it turns it into a whip, which is pretty interesting. So let's take that into action here. This here. Oh, and the reason I'm going over here is this gate is locked. I'll try and again try and keep this somewhat of an authentic walkthrough of the game, closed by device. But sometimes I'll forget and I'll just automatically go to where you're supposed to go next. Just exploring taking in some of the beautiful scenery. Gorgeous sunset here. And then this guy was just laying about. Oh, yeah, that's a lot easier. Okay. Let's transform. Come on, what you got? What you got? Oh, you don't want to attack? Okay. Yeah, I love the animations in this game, too. Like, when you're in your chain mode, right? You're doing attacks, and then you want to change it back to your cane. You just kind of stomp it onto the ground to close up the chain mechanic. It's so cool. And yeah, we'll go through a lot more of the weapons, and you'll just see like some are better than others, but they're all interesting. They're all very unique and crazy. All right, so dead end there. We got a locked gate, but we do have this lever, which brings down a ladder. Let's go. We're already covered in, we're already like soaked in blood. It's this game. That is not encouraging to anyone who's just starting to explore this game. All right, so got into another level. All right, so we found another lantern. So again, this will transport us back into the Hunter's Dream, where we can kind of refill on consumables and also level up and buy stuff, but we won't have to go through there yet. Okay, you see this glowing lantern by this window. That's an indicator for most of this game. If you see a lantern by a door or a window, it means that there's someone you can interact with. So let's talk to this person.
Oh, you must be a hunter, and not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yharnam has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done. This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift exit. Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
Okay, well, so hello, Gilbert. He did give some information here. Let's talk about that as we look here. He called us a fellow outsider, so clues in on that is that he's not from Yharnam, and we are not from Yharnam. We're just visitors here, and he's like, things are not going well here, you know, which we can tell by people mostly off the streets, but the people that we encounter are very aggressive and angry, and lots of coffins and stuff everywhere. Something has gone wrong, and he's not sounding great either. He's coughing up a storm. So he probably came here just as we did, for seeking a cure for whatever illness he has. Let's talk to him again.
Pale blood, you say? Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church. The Church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yharnam lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood, or so they say. Yharnamites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight. This might be your chance.
Okay, so again, this guy gives a lot of vital information. So again, there's a reference to pale blood. Like, we asked him, our character asked him about what he knew about pale blood, and as an outsider, he's like, I have no idea. But I think because he's also an outsider, he's trying to be helpful. So he hears you talk about pale blood, and he keys in on the word blood. So he's like, oh, you must be looking for the healing blood that, you know, the city is known and like famous for. So he's like, go look for the try and contact the Healing Church, which is, you know, they're the source of this healing blood. And he's like, they won't usually talk to you, but tonight might be a special case because they need help. And that's kind of the surface level premise of this game. Like, you're here in search of this special healing blood that heals everyone's ailments, and that's kind of what the city is famous for. Yharnam is famous for the Healing Church and the special healing blood, and it became like very rich and powerful because of this this miracle drug that it has. But you know, again, there's something wrong. So there's this thing called the hunt, and basically the city has commissioned anyone who's willing to go out at night and kind of like fight off anything that's like in the streets, because the city has become overrun with beasts and monsters and stuff, which is the cause for a lot of this death and violence. So when he's talking about, oh, the hunt is tonight, it's basically what we're tasked with doing. That's what our contract with that blood minister was. It's like, in exchange for getting healing blood, we have to go out and fight and kill as many beasts as we can during the night. I think this is a similar premise to like those Purge movies, but which I never saw, but that's what people always keep referencing. It's like, oh, it's like the Purge. So you're running around the city where most people are holed up in the safety of their own homes, but few people are out and about trying to like kill monsters and, you know, cleanse the city. And there you see some people out on the hunt. There's a lot of them, actually. Pebbles. Okay. But yeah, let's just keep going. For some reason, these citizens aren't really too friendly with you. Oh, very overpowered, I think. Okay, let's go here. God, this game design is amazing. The level design is impeccable. It's just really something to be in awe of, which I'll continually talk about, hopefully not too annoyingly. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Shield bash. I'll take that. I'll take whatever. Molotov. I feel like every game has Molotov cocktails for some reason. Not sure why. There's a lot of these guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get their attention and then kind of draw them up the stairs. They're very angry. Luckily, again, part of the reason why I'm going through in New Game Plus is to not get too dragged down in some of these encounters and keep pushing forward. Okay, got those guys. Is there anyone behind us? No, but this guy. Hello. Actually, let's go this way a little bit. Oh, missed an item. Blood vials. Yeah, the more blood vials you have, the better. All right, so yeah, you're seeing, again, more of this environment. You're seeing stuff like this. So that's like a beast right there. That's a monster that apparently these villagers have caught. And, you know, just as you do, crucify and burn at the stake. This is the gate that we couldn't open, right? We have a lever here. Open that up, and now we have another way in if we are somehow caught on the other side of this this gate. Now we can go in. There is a big monster back there. He's got a big axe. We're gonna leave him be for now. But we're gonna forge ahead. Yeah, the city has seen better days. We're gonna go up here. I think there was a bad guy up here. No, not so much. More Molotovs. Oh, all right. Here's another lantern. Gives us a clue.
Are you that outsider? Well, sorry, but I don't want anything to do with you. Trot along, will ya?
Not friendly. Not friendly at all.
Are you that outsider?
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Repeat.
but I don't want.
Okay. All right. Hello, sir. Okay. Come on. I got you. Saw a lantern here.
Lads, you've come on. He'd open the door on the night of the hunt. Away with you.
Oh God!
Now.
I heard him coming. Ah. Well, he wasn't really chatty anyway. Oh. Yeah. All right. So close that up. I believe there's a dude just hanging out here. He will attack you if you just walk past him. He'll wake up and be like, start shooting. Quicksilver bullets. Alright, if you look over there, actually I have an item here that I can use, I think. Let's see. I have like a little monoscope here, monocular, that I can use to help. Just trying to zoom in. Now you see, yeah, that's a lot of dudes. A lot of villagers. I mean, this is like literally villagers with torches and pitchforks, like killing monsters. It's very Frankenstein, like, you know, Mary Shelley influence. And that should be something like when players first see this, pretty intimidated by, because, you know, we cruise through some of these villagers already, but usually they give first-time players a challenge, so you might have died a few times and then get here and you see so many of them all at once, and it should freak you out a little bit and be intimidating, but, you know, we're gonna work our way through it. You see an item here, but there's a guy hiding. Wanted to take you by surprise, but through this guided tour, I already know what's going on. Take him out. Okay, so we're gonna find a way to edge through this. Oh God, forgot about that guy though. This game doesn't often do like jump scares like that, but it will once in a while, just to keep you on your toes. I see a guy over there. I try and kill him fast. Oh God, I'm missing. This is why you need to lock on. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way of them. Nope. Oh, he got me. Okay. Grab some of that. Okay. Cleared out. Let's grab this item over here I saw. Oh, I can't. It's on the other side. Okay. Let's take another look here. Still quite a few guys. Oh, someone's climbing up over here. What do you want? What are you looking for, sir? Let's try and sneak up on him. Actually, nope, can't do that. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll introduce another mechanic in this game called parrying. So I use my gun to stagger the guy and execute what is called a visceral attack, and that's something where you can do a ton more damage to a character than normal with a visceral attack, and that's really the purpose of your gun. It's not like gun mechanics in most games where you're doing a ton of damage to people. It's really meant to stagger people. It won't do a lot of damage on its own to enemies, but it's meant to execute this parrying mechanic that's introduced in this game. Hey, so like if I shoot this guy, so that did 41 damage, whereas my cane does 357. All right, let's try and do a parry again just to show you. Oh, wasn't expecting a torch attack. Okay, okay. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. The parry mechanic's a little tricky. The way you do it is you have to wait for the enemy to do his forward motion of his swing. So if you shoot it, you watch him like wind back to swing, like that's too early. And different enemies in the game have different wind-ups. So sometimes it's a little tricky to pull off, and some enemies are a little bit more forgiving than others. Let's heal up. Let's go through this. So yeah, I think the best way to go about this game is when you see groups of enemies is to draw them kind of a little bit at a time and not just run in there and try and power through. Actually, I'll show you an example of like what most players will do. Like they'll just be like, let's just go for it. Like let's just YOLO into this, and then you know, like draw a bunch of enemies, and now you're like surrounded, right? Now there's a ton of things attacking you. Now there's a dog. And I think I could get through this, but I think I'm gonna let these guys kill me. And we can show what happens when you die. Death number 2, also on purpose, in case anyone's counting. And we're back in the hunter's tree when we die. And if you'll notice, this thing is up and about.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit.
All right, channel blood echoes.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
All right, so this is where you level up your character. And again, it's like such information overload. It should be pretty overwhelming. And actually, I have 0 blood echoes because I just died. So, yeah, this second row right here. But you're mainly concerned... well, you can only really interact with this area of the screen. So, again, like when you have enough blood echoes... God, I need 148,000 because I'm so high level. You're really just putting into going up on these. And again, I'm pretty high level, and I've done a skill build, which is putting most of my emphasis on the skill attribute. So that's at 50 as opposed to strength 31 and putting a bunch into health. So I'm definitely over leveled. And I won't go into a lot of the intricacies of the leveling. Again, like there's tons more in-depth stuff that you can find about that'll be way more knowledgeable than I am. But yeah, this is basically where you go to level up stuff, and I don't have any. Let's see if we can talk to her again.
Did you speak with German?
German?
He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Farewell,
Okay.
good hunter.
Thank you. She's
May you find your worth in the waking world.
she's a little strange and creepy, but helpful to us. So let's go find this Gehrman that she's talking about. We can go in here now. This was not open before. And here's this guy.
Aha! You must be the new hunter. Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gehrman, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Okay, that's Garmin. He's a little creepy too. I thought it was always curious that when he introduces himself, he's like, I am, and then he pauses and hesitates, and then he's like, Garmin. And it always made me wonder if, like, is he lying about who he is? But everyone else refers to him as Garmin, so it's not like he made up that name or anything. But he's referred to as, you know, the first hunter, and he calls us a hunter too. So we're definitely kind of now linked to him in this lineage. And, you know, he's really just pushing us to, like, don't worry about anything. Like, don't think too hard. Just go do what you're supposed to do. And he pushes a little too hard on that, right? So I think you should come off as, like, being a little suspicious of him. Let's see a little item here. To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. Again, this is like a little cryptic, but you know, it's just giving you hints of like, oh, this dreadful hunter's dream. Like this isn't quite the, you know, like the safe, inviting space as it kind of makes itself out to be. And this scourge of beasts and like how like night carrying on forever is starting to clue you in on some of the stuff that's going on in this game. This hunt that we're doing. This is where you like upgrade your weapons and stuff, your storage. I can show you like so I have 24 blood vials on my person, but I can store up to 600. I only have 42 in storage. That might be a problem. But yeah, this is where you can put stuff in here, which I don't really use a lot. It actually automatically does a lot of the stuff for you, which is helpful because it can be a little overwhelming at times for players. But yeah, let's taking in the sights of this place here a little bit. Let's just go back to where we died. We can go to Central Yharnam. That was the second lamp that we unlocked. And so let's try and retrieve our blood echoes from where we died. All right, so we're back at where our lamp is. This is where we spawn. We never spawn where we died, like most modern video games. I think this is another reason why. Oh, and you'll also see that all the enemies that we killed before have reappeared and respawned. And these are two elements as to why people think these FromSoft games are so brutal and unforgiving, because they don't follow modern gaming tropes of like, you immediately respawn where you died and your enemies are gone and you still have your items. Like I have 0 blood echoes. I've lost all the progress that we made as far as blood echoes, and now I have to fight through these guys that you might have struggled through multiple times through already. So this is where the game just feels for a lot of people punishing, but I think the game does this purposefully, and it's not really trying to like tease you and make things difficult for you just to be mean. I think it's very purposeful, and we can talk about that another time. I've definitely given you a lot to chew on here, but let's just make our way back. Are these guys gonna be down here? Yeah. So let's draw their aggro up here. Okay, calm down, guys. So unfriendly. I'm trying to help you guys here. Help you on this night of the hunt that everyone keeps talking about. Like, these guys are, trying to protect their town from beasts and stuff, but they're attacking us for no reason. They also look pretty funky themselves, right? Like let's go back to our monocular thing. Like, these guys, I can't look down, but they don't look quite human, Like, something's going on here in this game. This guy's gonna be back just chilling. Let's go take out these guys at top first, actually. there's this hidden guy over here. Oh, I missed. This is why you should lock on enemies, because you'll just have a way higher percentage of landing attacks on people. This guy scared me the first time. Yeah, this is the way I like to approach the game as far as how to engage in the enemies. I like to let them take their first swing and miss, because they usually have to have a little bit of time to recover before they attack again, and that allows you to go in and do your thing. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Hey. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, I think there was one more guy up there. Let's run over to him really fast. I might draw the attention to some of these guys. Oh, actually, let's take care of these guys first. Hey, you can do a little bit of damage through environments, which works for and against you at times. Okay. I hear someone. Oh, these guys are walking off. All right, so let's go to this guy over here. Did not grab this last time for some reason. All right, so he's facing away from us. There's another thing in this game where if you can sneak up on an enemy, you can do a visceral attack from behind and do a ton of damage. Okay, let's go back down to the top or main level here and deal with enemies. Yeah, this game is, you have to be kind of methodical in your attacking, but it's not like the other Dark Souls games where those are much more slow paced as far as attack. Like you have a shield and you parry. This game actually encourages you to be a little aggressive. And one of the ways it does that is, here, why don't I show you with this guy here. Okay, so when he attacked me, I lost some health, right? But there's a little orange bar that's underneath that stays there for a little bit, and now it's gone, right? So, actually, I'll let him attack me again. Come on, you got it, you can do it. Okay, so, took some health away. I got a little orange bar for a little bit, and it goes away, right? Actually, let me heal him so I can show you this. So when he hits me, I have that orange bar, but if I keep attacking, I'll regain health. So it's a mechanic that the game has to encourage you to be aggressive. So even if you get hit, rather than back away and heal, did I lose something here? No. Even if you get hit, it's encouraging you to stay on the offensive. So that's a way that the FromSoft has changed up the mechanic from Dark Souls to not just be so methodical like I've kind of been, but to kind of just go in there. Oh, this guy has see his glowy eyes? He's the guy that has all my blood echoes from when I died over here. Blood echoes retrieved. So now, yeah, I got 27,000 blood echoes back because I killed him. But if I died on the way here without retrieving them, those blood echoes are gone forever. You only have one chance. I hate that. All right, let's go get this sniper, because those bullets actually do a pretty good amount of damage like that. Oh God, no! Oh no! Okay, okay. That's not good. Not good. Let's back away. Things didn't go to plan. These dogs are the worst. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just chill out here. Hey. Okay. Gotta use a blood file. Alright. Let me go try again with this sniper. Even with locking on, you don't have a guaranteed chance of hitting these guys. Okay. He's down. You. Oh, there's another guy with a gun. Avoid him. Okay. Okay. And I think this is the last guy left here. Okay. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, God, he's got that. Alright, let's grab this item. I still hear the scraping of pitchforks on the ground. Oh, that guy. Okay, so let's grab this item. There's something behind that door. Alright, sir. I've killed all your friends. What are you gonna do about it? Alright. So, now that we're clear of all the bad guys, let's see what they were looking at here. Let's see if this, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they found one of those wolves that we've encountered before, and we're burning him at the stake. Grab this item. But yeah, this environment is stunning. It's just constantly stunning to me. No matter how many times I play this game. I think I saw something over here. Saw something glowy. No, it's just weird lighting. Yeah, fans of this game have been begging for like a 4K 60 FPS remaster of this game, and no one's ever said definitely no, but it's just feels bleak at times. Destroy some of these environments, and actually this is a shortcut if you drop down to another area of the game, but we're not going to take that. Oh, we hear some laughing and a lantern.
I don't reckon you're from round here. Well, stuck outside on a night of the hunt. Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Ugh. Oh man, it's just like sometimes you're not even sure if the people in this town deserve saving. Like they're in partying and having a great time while others are like risking their lives and dying out here. This is such a great environment, like this fountain with like these trees, well, dead trees I guess, in this little area. It's so beautiful. So this is something where you can summon an NPC to help you get through certain parts of the game. We're not gonna do that. We don't need help, right? All right, so that's what was making all that noise over there. This giant, angry thing. I think we can sneak up. No, oh no, we can't sneak up on it. Let's try and visceral this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look how much damage we did to him in that one hit. It's hard to master, and I think you can get through the game without really, honestly, without really doing it, but it makes life so much easier at times when you can pull it off. Yeah, so many abandoned carriages, coffins, even baby carriages. It's just this place is in a bad way. Oh, these crows. Crows are the worst in this game because of that. They're terrifying. Ugh. And just the way they just bark. Like, why do these crows bark? Why are they so angry? Right, this, grab that, so we can grab this item. Oil urn. Those people are having a very good time in there. But we are not. Well, I'm having a good time. Hopefully you're having a good time too. But we're in a very unfriendly place. I hear something. Go get this item we saw on the other side of the gate. Cold Blood Dew. There are a lot of items you get in this game, and not all of them really you have to pay attention to. Like that stuff like Cold Blood Dew and stuff helps you get blood echoes when you need. Hello, doggy. Take them out first. There should be a bunch of guys. Yeah. Okay. Okay, come over here, dog. Okay, you're gonna be stuck in the gate. I'll just kill you through the gate. Okay. Now, okay, there's another dog. Let's draw their attention. Oh God, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. I wasn't sure if the dog was gonna get to me first, but they all kind of got me at the same time. All right. All right. And this guy. I'm gonna use the well as a blocker, and then while he's reloading, oh, and I missed. Okay. Yeah, the cane is a controversial weapon. Like, some people like it and some people hate it, you know? But to this game's credit, there's never any weapon that is universally, like, regarded as useless. Like, every weapon in this game is viable, and even the ones that you get at the beginning of the game. Like, you could play through the entire game with just the threaded cane if you want. But there are a lot of great weapons in the game that we'll explore. And actually, why don't we just kind of go through, see another one. We'll do the hunter axe. So that's another intro weapon. So we got a handheld axe, and then our mode is two-hander. Has much more range. Actually, I'm gonna heal. So that's gonna go up the stairs. Hear that? Okay, let's go over here. I don't remember if there's anything in this back area. I don't think so. Okay, let's go. Oh, I see something over there. Yeah. Do I have any Molotovs? We can try and throw a Molotov and see how that goes. That did not do any damage. That was terrible. I'm actually worried about using my axe. Can I hit these guys? Can I hit them with my extended? Nope. Yeah, this game is a little finicky with like how it interacts with some items. Oh god, this is not gonna do any damage. Oh god, no! I might be in trouble here, because... Let go! Oh, that was unfair. Alright, hold on. Let's run back. Let's heal up. They're probably going to chase me down here. I'm going to risk it by going to... Let's use my Beast Hunter. It's a little bit more leveled up, and I can handle these guys a little better, because, again, like, part of the... Oh, hello. It's still not doing a ton of damage, but... Okay. Alright, got one. Okay. Alright. I think I should be able to do it with my next flurry here. Yeah, part of it is just kind of understanding the bad guys and their attack patterns, and definitely I've spent enough time with the game to know what a lot of these guys are going to do. Oh, I saw... Yeah, I was like, does this guy have anything? No. Okay. So we have a path this way. We can go further down the bridge, but let's go down this path. Oh, you can see the viewpoint. So that's where we were earlier, with the wolf being burned at the stake. The thing that this game is amazing about is the level design. Like, it just curls back on itself, and you can see other areas that you were at from different vantage points, and it just feels like very tight, compact, elegant design. Unable to acquire every pebble due to inventory or storage max. Oh, okay, so I have too many pebbles. We could drop down there, but we'd lose a lot of progress here. I see something here. Search body, bloodstone shard. So that's an item to... Oh, what the heck? Oh, I accidentally pushed a moat button. That is an item to upgrade your weapon. Here, another bloodstone shard. So, an optional area. So we made a little discovery here. We can drop down, and I'm trying to remember exactly where this goes. I think I know, and I don't think it'll be too much of a detour if we go down here. Yeah, I mean, this game is amazing for... Oh gosh, its verticality too. Okay, so we can get back. I see a bad guy over there. He's carrying... He's just growling at me. Hey! He did not look human. He looked like half werewolf. Again, like this game is like purposely peppering in some enemy designs to make you think about things. Like, I think most players will play this game like, you know, it's a typical video game. Like, things are just designed because it's a video game, right? Like Mario, like, why is he a plumber in a mushroom land fighting turtles, you know? Like, it's just like nonsensical. I think it allows that tendency has allowed people to just not question things in the game. But this game is very purposeful with its enemy designs and like placement of enemies as well. So you'll see some examples of this, and I'll point those out as we get to them. But yeah, this is where you start seeing like a little bit more monstrous. Like, we were fighting mostly, you know, human, at least, you know, hairy, very hairy, ragged humans. But like these guys are much more beastly. So it's just should cause you to like, oh, he fell. And he's not going to die, of course. So we're going to have to deal with that. You could go down the ladder. Actually, I think I saw a shiny. Yeah, I saw a shiny over here. Okay. It's on a rafter. I'm going to try and drop onto this. Okay. Grab it. What is it? Cold blood. Okay. Giant rats. Giant rats. Oh, God. This game, man. This game is horrifying at times, for sure. It's, people don't think of it as a horror game, but it is definitely a horror game. It, plays on your fears and phobias. Like, fighting monstrous giant rats in a sewer. Okay, there's a lot of rats. I'm gonna take these a little slow because they can swarm you. Okay, there's at least 4 more that I see. Let it do its thing. So my attack right there, I'm doing 2 short attacks, and then a transform, which does a little bit more damage. Maybe I can talk about the types of attacks later on. Oh. Yeah, and you see, like, because I was locked on, even though I was drifting to the side of him, I was still able to land a hit because I was locked onto the enemy. All right, that was a dead end. Let's keep going through this gross river of sludge and blood. I think. Yeah, okay, I see you. I see you. Okay, okay. So angry. Yeah, he's got some aggressive attacks there. Still alive. Let's see if I can kill him off with a gunshot. Yeah. What do you got for me? Blood vials. I'll take it. Can I take it? Okay. What are you guarding over here? Oh, hunter. Okay, so we got some garbs. So I was using our starter. Oh God, look how bloody we are. Our starter set, but now we upgraded to some different clothes, which I'll put on later. The clothes you put on in this game are not like typical video games where like each item of armor you find is like a clear upgrade from what you had before. Like most of the stuff in this game you find is either only marginally better or it's only better in certain aspects. Like you'll find something that's like better against fire damage, right? But then it's worse against other kind of damage and vice versa. So there's never really like a clear, like everyone should wear this armor because it's the best. And at times that's frustrating because you just want better stuff. But but again, it also allows for people to just wear whatever they want and have a little bit more variety in the game. So at the end of this game, like, not everyone's using the same weapon and wearing the same armor, you know? Okay, going further down the thing. Oh yeah, there's this guy. And we can progress down the bridge further, but let's go down here and check things out. Dark house. See you. Okay, I see the item, but I see this guy's creeping about. Alright. Cold blood. Yeah, this game's supposed to creep you out at times. Again, I'm running through it like not that scared because I'm so familiar with the areas of this game, but if you watch other people do Let's Plays for the first time, like, there's a lot of times when they'll just be like, I am too frightened to walk through, which is totally understandable. There's an item here, but there's this guy who will definitely get the jump on you if you just blindly run past him to get this item. So don't feel too bad that we just murdered him. There's an item here. When the hunt began, the healing church left us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward, as old Yharnam burned to the ground that moonlit night. Okay, yeah, so it's just giving you better clues of, like, things are not good here. Like, this hunt is going on, but the city is not in great shape, and this healing church that's supposed to help everyone just totally abandoned parts of this city. And you see the lighting on this should definitely get your attention here. There's a door here that I don't think it does not open from this side. That's a common message in this game. But this door will open and will take us into an area that should be very helpful. Hello, sir. This visceral you. Okay, so he died. Now if we look around, there's another pass under the bridge, but you'll see two giant troll guys, which usually scares people off, so it's like, alright, let's not go that way. We'll grab his item, and these items will lead us up to this place, and see where it goes, and you see a gate. And we created our first big shortcut. So again, the level design is amazing. Like, these lamps aren't very common throughout this game, and you traverse pretty far along, but you'll hit certain points where you're basically creating a loop. And now, instead of going through all those villagers and all that stuff, we can just go through this gate next time and pick up right where we left off. And actually, well, how are we doing on time? Ooh, we're over an hour. So let's return to the Hunter's Dream, and we'll wrap up this first video. I'm gonna try and keep these around an hour, but we'll try and always end these at, you know, points that make sense in the game. So yeah, so again, this is a first video attempting to do this. Hopefully you find it helpful. Hopefully it's entertaining. I know there are a lot of very pro Bloodborne players out there, and they love watching videos like I love watching other people play this game, and hopefully you might be watching this out of curiosity as well. And if I get some certain details wrong, feel free to chime in, and hopefully politely. Don't necessarily need people calling me an idiot, because I'm well aware that I'm an idiot, but just trying to do something helpful here to clue people on like why this game is amazing and make some sense out of this game. And hopefully you find it helpful to just understand what's going on in this game. But we'll keep going as long as people are interested. And if you have any feedback, like there's anything you wanted explained or to point out or anything, happy to hear any of that feedback, and we will just continue on from here in the next episode. So thanks for watching. Oh, one other thing I would just want to say to anyone who's watched all the way to the end of this video, and I'm very appreciative that you did. If you're watching out of curiosity, I was like, I'm just gonna watch this guy play through Bloodborne and get the experience of this game, I highly encourage you to try the game out yourself. Like even if you thought it was too difficult and stuff, like I just suggest you give it a chance, or more of a chance, because I was definitely in your shoes of like, I've never played a other FromSoft game, and when I heard this game and became available to me, I was like, I don't know if it's for me. This might be too hard. I'm not a skilled game player at all. But tried it out, and just I discovered through playing it like how brilliant and great this game is, and part of that experience is playing it yourself, or and just the discovery of this game as it unfolds to you. You don't get that watching me play it, because I'm cruising through areas and I'm not struggling as much as a first-time player might, and I'm also not going to be like as scared or as hesitant to venture forward into unknown areas, because I've seen everything in this game. So part of that is the appeal of this game. Even if you watch someone else play for the first time, like, there's great pleasure in sharing that like unknown and the trepidation and the fear that goes along with that game, which is a big aspect of this game. Like, it's a part of this the experience that you're meant to have with it. So I highly encourage anyone to try it. Like, if I can do this, if I can play this game and beat it and love it, it's certainly within your capabilities too, because I'm not a pro gamer and not very limited in my skills. So I just highly encourage anyone to get the full effect of this game. But again, feel free to sit back and watch these videos and get the better understanding of the game. So highly thankful of anyone who wants to partake in this. So thanks for watching, and we'll just pick this up in the next episode. Bye.